can't hold a raptor in a closet. They're too smart.
How those Larrys holding up?
Good. Need everything else.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people come in here without any clothes on.
No, sir. It's unusual.
Hello, the name's Jim Tiny Bearclaw. Well, when I'm not out at the ballpark watching my favorite players, salmon or trout, well, you can rest assured I'm reading 1990s Turok, having my way with a ladle of honey.
Although born the son of stone, in new light Turok showed the only good dinosaur is buried underneath the floor. And when dinosaur hunting, remind yourself this one thing, or they shall cut you down, and they will.
Come on, you damn bird! Come and get me!
The Dino Riders put on the finishing touches. But Krulos escapes on Tyrannosaurus Rex. Look out! Sky!
The Stegosaurus!
Take this, lizard lips!
I'll be back, Questar.
The battle is over, but the action's just beginning with the complete Dino Riders collection.
Dino Riders!
To take these intricate designs and turn them into three-dimensional creatures. Dan Platt has made a career of making movie monsters. Dan turns detailed illustrations into skillfully sculptured works of art.
A model this size takes about 3 weeks to sculpt, and that's just the beginning.
The construction of a stop-motion puppet requires a series of precision tasks. An armature is the heart and soul of the stop-motion puppet. This steel skeleton of ball joints and hinges will permit the animator to take the creature through a series of positions which become the action we see and play on the game screen. When the plaster reproduction of the clay sculpture is complete, the armature is carefully placed inside. The mold is injected with whipped latex and baked in a special oven. Later, the flexible cured foam rubber model is removed from the mold and painted by an airbrush artist. Now Talon is ready to fight. This arcade game was created employing the same techniques used in Hollywood films.
Doink! Nope.
President. From this day on, the official language of San Marcos will be Swedish. Silence! In addition to that, all citizens will be required to change their underwear every half hour. Underwear will be worn on the outside, so we can check.
Let's go ahead and see what the Valiant reader has to say about Turok Dinosaur Hunter. He is a man out of his time, born before the white man conquered America. With a deadly combination of modern weaponry and ancient wisdom, he fights a vendetta against creatures birthed by an unholy union of nature and technology, the Dinosaurs. He fights this private war knowing the society he protects has turned its back on his own people. First seen in Dell Comics in 1954, Turok built a strong fan following that endures to this day. In the American West of the 1860s, Kiowa Indian hunters Turok and Andar explore a deep cave in the desert. The cave leads to another dimension. They emerge in the Lost Land, where they are menaced by dinosaurs and primitive tribesmen. Later, Turok leads the primitives against an incursion into the Lost Land by Dr. Laszlo Noel of Northam. Joining forces with Northam's protector Magnus, Turok has his first encounter with futuristic technology. Then, Erica Pierce, known as Mother God, arrives. Immediately changing the Lost Land to suit her plans, she erects futuristic facilities and fits dinosaurs with intelligence-boosting implants. One of these Bionosaurs, called Monarch, becomes Turok's greatest enemy. When Solar defeats Mother God's genocidal unity plan, the Lost Land is reduced to a state of unreality. Separated from Andar, Turok is cast through time and space to the jungles of Colombia in 1987. But he has not made the journey alone. Scores of Bionosaurs have also appeared on Earth, including Monarch. Turok's epic battle against his enemies eventually results in Monarch's death, but it has cost him dearly and lost friends and loved ones. With occasional help from his closest friend Eric, Turok's hunt continues. Even as he searches for the few remaining Bionosaurs, he knows that he must also find a place for himself in this strange new world. Turok's quest will soon reveal what became of his lost friend Andar, as well as pit him against high-tech hunters out to bag dinosaurs for their own questionable purposes. And he will also discover that he was not the only human to be transported here from the Lost Land. Just open it up. This was a bigger issue. I think at this time, Valiant books were retailing for $2.25, and this being a bigger issue, it sold for $3.25. All right, so you got your standard Terminator 2 Judgment Day on NES and Game Boy ad on the back. So you can kind of see that they favored towards a lot of yellow and red colors. They were trying to do very story-driven comics. And I understand Magnus, when he was first created, he was kind of inspired by Tarzan. First shot at Turok. And man, this is just gorgeous stuff. Just kind of flipping through it a little bit. The way they tied it all together, I forget, but Turok lives in some kind of future Earth called I think it's called maybe something like the Lost World or something like that. But man, this is really awesome. I mean, I'd like to get some more Solar. I even ordered a trade paperback of Harbinger, a book I never really read. Some of these early issues had coupons. They're always trying to like promote Millaways. Interesting, these pages got kind of thicker all of a sudden. But yeah, I'll probably read this later, and like I said, I want to put it up on my wall. Exo Manowar. Cool dinosaurs. I like the way they're colored too. I'm a real big Dino Riders fan. And there's even some old Dino Rider comics that aren't too expensive I can get. But one thing at a time. This is really cool. Kind of see the story resolving itself. The dinosaurs aren't as angry as they were at the beginning. Yeah, it's kind of a big issue. Here's a look at some of the other lines at the time. Harbinger, like I said, it's kind of their X-Men story. Magnus, Rye. Exo, honestly, Exo. Maybe not. I always kind of thought of him as a Valiant Iron Man. He's a little bit more than that, though. Anyhow. So yeah, I'm really feeling privileged to own this comic. I always just really wanted to have it. And got a nice deal on it, and I'm happy to own it. And it'll probably make an appearance in my next Toy Collection Enjoy video. I mean, it's pretty cool that they're making a Valiant movie universe. Like I said, I don't know if Valiant still has the rights on Magnus or Solar or even Turok. They kind of diverted to other companies. I think they're all with Dynamite now. And I mean, this goes back to the old Jim Shooter days, I think. So that's kind of the era I'm focusing on. I'd like to get some more Solar, and I'm going to read that Harbinger trade and see what I think of it. Anyhow, that's about going to wrap it up. Thanks very much, and really enjoying already having this comic. Have a great one, and take care.
Ride mighty tribal dinosaurs, the ultimate battle beasts, against evil Dinosaurs. In savage, headbutting, T-Rex jaw snapping, raptor ripping, Turok action. Kicking big-time Dinosaur butt as the war rages on. Turok Dinosaur Hunter. Action figures from Playmates.
I am the last one.
Alright, for one last helping of Turok Dinosaur Hunter, let's take a look at these Upper Deck cards of the Valiant universe from 1994, and this is out of the second series. Picking up on card number 230, Turok Dinosaur Hunter, from July 1993, issue number 1, by David Michelini, Bart Sears, and Randy Elliott. Hurled through time at the end of the Unity conflict, Turok lands in the jungles of South America in 1987, and he is not alone. Spawned by Mother God's twisted science, the Dinosaurs battle Turok for survival. These artificially intelligent dinosaurs may be the greatest threat to humanity, while Monarch, the Dinosaur leader, is Turok's greatest enemy. From August 1993, issue number 2, by David Michelini, Bart Sears, Bernard Chang, and Randy Elliott. In his continuing battle to destroy the Dinosaur Monarch, Turok allies himself with Peruvian drug runners. From them, he gets modern weapons and training to further his battle with the voracious reptiles. While Monarch sends his mate to destroy Turok, he does not realize that his Indian enemy will make sure that she never returns. From September 1993, issue number 3, by David Michelini, Bernard Chang, and Randy Elliott. Realizing that Monarch's mate left a brood of eggs before her death, Turok will now stop at nothing to destroy Monarch and his offspring. Aided by the drug lord Camacho, Turok launches a full-scale assault against the Dinosaurs. There, amidst the carnage, Turok finally dispatches the evil Monarch with an explosive arrowhead. From August 1993, issue number 4, by Timothy Truman, Rags Morales, and Randy Elliott. Turok, now under the scrutiny of Dr. Reagan Howell, is reunited with his companion Andar. Now dying of old age, Andar reminisces about their time together in the Lost Land. Before expiring, Andar places his grandson Andy into Turok's care. Meanwhile, the government seeks Turok's help in tracking dinosaurs killing cattle and men in Colorado. From November 1994, issue number 5, by Timothy Truman, Rags Morales, and Randy Elliott. Accompanied by Dr. Howell and Andy, Turok sets off with government agents to track an Allosaurus and her brood in the Colorado Rockies. There they encounter Israel Crockett, the Long Hunter, a man sent to trap them for a millionaire wildlife collector named Noel. Caught off guard, all three fall victim to the self-styled greatest hunter in the world. From December 1993, issue number 6, by Timothy Truman, Rags Morales, and Randy Elliott. Taken prisoner, Turok and his companions are transported to the home of the mysterious Dr. Noel. There, Turok is to become part of Noel's collection of exotic wildlife. But Andy's special skills free them, and Long Hunter proves no match for Turok's savagery in combat. Afterwards, Noel slips and falls into the Allosaurus pen as he backs away from the enraged Turok. From January 1994, issue number 7, by Timothy Truman and Sam Glonsman. Joined by Dr. Darwin Challenger, Turok and his companions are called upon to investigate a strange missing persons case in West Virginia. Following a trail of mysterious artifacts, they encounter much more than dinosaurs from the Lost Land. In the wilds of the New River Gorge, they find one of Turok's oldest enemies, Chichak, leader of the clan of the Spider. From February 1994, issue number 8, by Timothy Truman and Sam Glonsman. Turok meets up with his old enemy, Chichak of the Spider People. When Chichak's people take Reagan as a prize, Turok must track Chichak through the gathering darkness. But what Turok finds is more than he had bargained for: the terror of every creature who ever lived in the Lost Land, a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
They knew how to open doors, and without even asking, they just came on in. They started smoking my weed, and then they called their friend. Dinosaur was making s'mores and eating Lucky Charms. Pterodactyl took my whole bag of pepperish bombs. T-Rex just went and set off the fire alarm, and now we can't get it out because he's got little arms. Now my neighbor's on the phone, says she called the cops, and this really freaked out the Triceratops. He's trying to climb out the window, and we're yelling stop, cause I'm on the 5th floor and it's a heck of a drop. First rap song about getting high with dinosaurs. You're welcome, internet.
With every sunrise, we fight for our lives.
Strong. Because we are many.
I accept my destiny.
Your choice is made. I pray that the path you have chosen, the path of war, will not consume you.